Hello guys. What's up, Jacob? Hey, can you just let me know if you can hear me? Fine. All right, all right. Hello guys. What's up? Yeah, just let me know, Jacob, if you can hear me, because we're just streaming from. Okay, awesome, 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 awesome. So we're gonna do this live stream a little bit earlier today, just because I'm in New York and I want to make sure that I don't really take away from the weekend. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. So sorry about the late last minute thing. It's just yeah, a couple internet issues here and yeah. So yeah, let's go straight into it and do this live stream. Hopefully it works properly. The hotel internet isn't that great, but I hope you guys are all doing really really well. Um, so yeah, we'll hang out for about an hour or so, and then any questions that you guys have, like we'll just smash through them. Any store reviews, as long as you guys are good with showing your store on screen, more than happy to do reviews, help you guys out, do all that kinds of good stuff. So let's get this going, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Let's see. Adam's asking if I've tried TikTok ads. Yeah, so we've tried it for three out of our five. Oh no, sorry, two out of our five brands, because they're more of a younger demographic. Um, for one of them, it doesn't do so well. Um, I think we spent about, I think it's just under break even, so lost a little bit of money on that. But um, on the other one, it's really really awesome. Like it's really doing well. Um, so I think personally for TikTok ads, like you really need to jump on the trends, and you need to really understand um, how the content of TikTok plays a part in your advertising as well. It's not as just simple as running ads. Oh, Adam, okay, so you're already stuck at you're doing 1K a day with TikTok ads and can't scale up. Well, how much are you spending per day? Let's hear it, and then maybe we can figure it out. But 1K a day is already amazing, right? It's we just need to get a few things moving. So I'll ask a few questions. Okay, okay. So and I assume the 1K a day is US, right? So that's 160 pounds. 160 pounds to USD. What is that? $220. So you're still getting around, what is that? Like a five times return on ad spend, just under like 4.5, 4.6. Oh, okay. Um, okay, okay. Yeah, so you're getting way you're getting an amazing ROI. Generally, dude, the way you scale up is just simply spending more. If you're already spending 160 and you're making 1K back, um, that's amazing. So all you need to really do is just start scaling up that spend. Um, Generally, with TikTok ads, though, you really need to kind of recycle or cycle in new content constantly. So you already have a winning formula. You already have that winning ad. All you need to really do is just create variations of it. Spend an extra 160 pounds, right, on that new iteration, and if all goes well, then you should be hitting 2K on 320 pounds spent, and then you can just keep going further and further up, right? So that's the goal. Like honestly, to scale, you just need to spend more. But so as long as you're profitable, as long as you're everything's going well, then yeah, you could definitely go ahead and just keep putting more money to the fire, because you're putting essentially $1 in and getting back um, a lot. Um, okay, so you're saying the thing is I tried to get my budget, and then you ended up spending 650. Okay, so Adam, you're gonna need to probably clarify this, but did you get 160? Did you get 1K of ad spend? Sorry, revenue with 160 ad spend, or are you saying to hit 1K you needed to spend 650? Because that is a difference. It's completely different scenario. Um, so while you answer that, I'll continue on with other people. Um, but yeah, so Ab Abhi, thanks so much for the content, like the kind words, dude. I appreciate that. I'll just keep doing these videos for you. So yeah, appreciate it. Um, but guys, we have a few people in here, but let's throw on that like button so we can get this to as many people as possible. You guys know how I am. Like, I just want to give as much good information out there. Um, so yeah, let's just smash that like button. Constantly smash that like button. Um, okay, so Jacob's part of the mentoring group. So I'm gonna quickly open up Messenger and see. I've been pretty up to date with this the messages there. Let's have a look, Jacob. Jacob, could you just send me a quick message on Facebook, man, just so I can find you really quickly. And then while Jacob, you come back to me, Adam, I'm waiting for your response. Oh, it just came through. Um, yeah, so for the first 2 days, I was spending 160 and hit 1K revenue. Then the next day, I had to spend 650 to hit 1K revenue. Yeah, so this is the problem with TikTok ads, I personally believe. It's very, there are a ton of users, right? And you can see the power in terms of like you spend 160, and you get quite a lot back, right? Like it's 4 or 5 times um, return, right? Um, and but the problem is, because there's so many users and there's so many trends and such a fast moving pace, you need to continue to reiterate ads all the time, right? Otherwise, you're going to have that situation where you're gonna have to spend about 650 to hit another 1K. So rather than that, if you're gonna do TikTok, right, it's not like Facebook ads. It's a completely different approach. You'd need to create creatives like way quicker than you would on Facebook. You need every single day, right? Or every 2 days, you need to get like a new creative up and going, right? So that you can continuously start to scale, spend, keep pushing from there, right? That would be the goal. Honestly, with that's why TikTok is a little bit. It's time consuming, but once you find that one winning ad, you should be fine. You should be more than fine. Um, Yeah, yeah, for real. It's like creatives die out so fast on TikTok. And it's just because of the nature of the platform, right? There's just so much information, so much people, so many people, sorry, just constantly uploading, uploading, uploading. And it's like one of the most used and downloaded apps in the whole of the United States. So, yeah. Yeah, Adam, for sure, man. Like if you in the description, I think there should be a link to my Instagram. So if you want to send me a DM, I'm more than happy to review it. And since you're already hitting a K, I won't show it publicly, because it's a part of your income. So I don't want to take that away from you, or I don't want anyone to see it, and get that taken away from you. So yeah, Adam, send me a message on Instagram DM. Let me know, and once it's done, I'll review it for you on here. There's not that many. I think because I'm doing it a little bit earlier, this live stream, people aren't awake in the US, right? So we're gonna have less viewers, but that's okay because people will come back and watch it later, and you guys can come back and watch it later too. So that's totally fine. Um, let's go ahead and see. Okay, so there's a few other questions here. Um, Modicere, would you sell a product? Where's that question gone? Would you sell a product on Shopify if it's selling well on Amazon, or is it a no no? No no. Sorry. Sorry. No. You can definitely. So the thing you have to understand, Amazon FBA is a completely different beast to Shopify, right? Amazon is a intent-based search platform, right, where people could go to buy things, right? Whereas Facebook or even Shopify, sorry, is more of just a platform where you host your products. But what we're doing is using direct response marketing to get people onto that website, use more emotional hooks, selling the benefits rather than features, right? Getting and selling people the dream rather than selling them the actual physical product, right? So definitely you can sell a product that's doing well on Amazon, on Shopify, as long as you understand that you need to focus more on the benefits on Amazon when you're selling. um, it's all about the features, right? Like the top five bullet points are all features of the product, right? Because um, it's intent based. They already know, they're already aware of the problem, they already know of your product or potentially, and all they need to do is understand that, oh yeah, it has this feature, this feature, this feature, I'm gonna buy it, right? So it's completely different to selling on Shopify. But um, if you can utilize the both, man, amazing. um, so yeah, Modesty, I hope that answers your question. um, it's just a different way of selling. That's why it's honestly it's a little bit easier to succeed on FBA, Amazon FBA, but I don't like relying 100% on FBA just because at any time if you get into Amazon's bad, like get out of Amazon's good graces, then they can shut down your business right away, and then that to me is something that I just don't want to risk ever. So, but yeah, that's just my comment on Amazon. Varun, um, I just wanted to know whether the Shopify to Beautify theme is any good. Yeah, to Beautify is it was a guy who used to do drop shipping, right? Ricky something. And he obviously saw, there was more money to be made selling a SaaS product, right? So that's kind of like the way I think about uh, that's my initial feeling of Debutify, right? Because, he was like, oh, I'm drop shipping, making all this money, but then he suddenly stopped all those videos. I'm like, okay, that's a bit strange. But then he's focusing more on his theme, right? So I feel like that's a little bit kind of a little bit shady, in my opinion. You know, if you're doing e-commerce, like you should be doing e-commerce, like I don't see why, if you built up a brand, why you would ever just close it down unless you sold it, right? Um, Once you have an e-commerce business running, it's very easy to continue running it. Um, yeah, I'm just surprised. So to beautify overall, okay, it's an okay theme, but to get a lot of things, you need to spend money. You need to pay them to get access to certain things. In all honesty, you can just go ahead and use like the debut theme on Shopify, just a free one, and use like page builder apps, Pagefly, Gem Pages, Zipify Pages, Shogun, and you can just use those to build up your like a really great website. I don't think you need to have these paid themes. I'd rather pay the apps, right? Because you're just going to get so much better support. Um, so that's my opinion, Varun. So I hope that helps. Um, awesome. Wow, we're getting a lot more people in. I think it's the people who are coming in. I think you guys are. The likes before really helped. So please just keep smashing that so we can get more and more people in. Even though it's an earlier time, we do have an international crowd. So just getting this out to more people is great. Yo, Ben, Mohammed here as well. Um, Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so Black Sage. How do you spot a winning product with tools like Jungle Scout, etc. Blah blah blah. Love your content. Yeah, no. Black Sage, thank you for the kind words. First of all, so generally, winning products. It's I guess it depends on like how you determine a winning product, right? In all honesty, if I wanted, right, or if anyone wanted, using the dropshipping route, you can literally just jump on trends, right? Sell products that are trending and make a decent amount of money, and they just keep doing that, rinse and repeat, right? But as you create more Shopify stores and new PayPal, like setting up the whole logistics of like PayPal, payment processes, all that kinds of stuff. I don't know, it just creates a lot of instability in the business. Rather than that, what I would like to do is set up a business that focuses on evergreen products, right? So like a product that really provides value for consumers and that you can just continue to sell, right? Even if you spend, if for whatever reason, if you scale down, if you don't have the money for inventory or whatever, um, uh, and whenever you get back in stock, you can literally just turn the ads on and the product starts to sell continuously back again, right? So in terms of looking for evergreen products, what I would say, Black Sage, is to, and this was one of the comments and feedback I gave to one of my students that I mentor. I told him that, don't just go and go with the flow of how the dropshipping winning product kind of process works on YouTube, right? There are content creators like myself. We create videos like top 10 products to sell this month, whatever. And unfortunately for beginners, it becomes a almost toxic what is it? A toxic cycle where, sorry, I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm just waiting for it to cool down. It's a toxic cycle where literally you start thinking about these trending products and you try it and you build the page and it fails, and then you just get more and more and more disheartened, unmotivated, right? So rather than that, and this is the feedback. I know there was a long wind up to this, but Black Sage, what I would say is you are a consumer as well as a entrepreneur, right? So there are two hats or two roles that you play every single day. The entrepreneur hat is how can you provide value to people, right? The second one, consumer, how can you get value? How can you make your life better from other entrepreneurs or other businesses, right? So what I would say is kind of tap into or become aware that you are a consumer as well, and start to catch yourself. You will, if you become more aware of it, you'll start to catch yourself saying, man, I wish there was something better. There's got to be a better way. Why can't there be X, Y, and Z for this product that I love, right? So when you find yourself thinking those things, right, go and jot them down, right? So on my phone and with the whole iOS thing, it's great because you can literally have, what is it? You can have like reminders set up. Whenever I have an idea, I always, regardless of if it's bad or good, I always jot it down on my mobile, right? And then I go and I review, is it does it have an enthusiastic audience? Does it have a scroll stopping ability? Like is it pretty like eye catching? Is there other competitors already selling it? All that kinds of stuff. So that's how I determine a winning product, right? It's kind of figuring out, oh yeah, this product would be great. Let me go do some research on it. If it has an enthusiastic audience, if it has competitors already selling it and I can beat them, all right. If as long as there's no patents, I'm good. Like I'm more than happy to continue jumping on, and that's my winning product. I would say. So yeah, that's what I would say. Hope that makes sense. And let me know if you have any other questions about that. Just because yeah, I know it's a little bit confusing. So Jacob has his website. We'll do some product reviews now. I mean the web page reviews. I don't know. Like I think this hotel internet's not very good. I'm only getting like 10 megabytes a second, down. So if I cut out, guys, I apologize. But it should catch on pretty quick. So just let me know how the stream is going. I'll be back in Texas on Monday, so hopefully next week's live stream will be better. But yeah, let me know in the comments if there's any delay, if there's any issues with the stream, and then we can work through it. Hopefully, maybe I can jump on Wi-Fi or some like a hotspot or whatever. Okay. All right, guys. Jacob, do you want me to keep this private? I'm pretty sure you would want me to keep it private, since you're a private student. So let me know. Let me know, and then I'll do the review, and we'll go from there. Meanwhile, I will go and try to find Adam's message on Instagram. I don't know if the chat is coming through. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So Jacob. And Jacob, how's the stream quality? Is it okay? Can you just let me know? Oh, awesome, Adam, you're here. I found your message. That's good. Okay. Oh, okay. Got it. So, Adam, I see your product. So I'll review Jacob's page first, Adam, and then I'll open up your one. Okay. So, Jacob, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up a Loom, so I can record my page, and then I'll send that back to you in the DMs, right? And then just so you can see what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and do this review for you, Jacob. Okay, Jacob, thank you for helping me along with that. Yeah, Ben, yeah, if you want me to just review it here, just send me a message on Facebook, and then I'll review it real quick. So, Jacob, okay, sweet. So, Jacob, you've got the featured. How did you get the? Did you actually get featured there, or are you just saying that? So I'll review your product page first, because that's the most important one. And we'll just focus more on that. Okay, so I'm gonna get my red pen out. Okay, I like the product name. Like, this one's good because people will understand exactly. The images are freaking fire. These are so good. Man, those are so good. Okay, initial reaction, right, is very clean. But what I would like you to do in your carousel images is you need to go ahead and oh crap. Sorry guys, 1 second. Let's see if this works. What happened to my OBS? Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I don't know if my OBS is working anymore. Okay, no, it looks like we're still good. Oh man, it's so hard to stream when we're outside. Sorry, Jacob. Yeah. So yeah, carousel photos. What you need to do, right, is to show your ideal audience. So think about what kind of people in the market are going to be using this kind of product, right? Now, from that, what you need to be doing is getting happy images of people using your product in your carousel, section. Okay, you need to have that because that's going to be a way of giving some people like aspirational content. They'll be like, oh yeah, I can definitely see myself using this. So yeah. So there's that. In terms of these trust badges that you've got at the top here, I don't know if I like these very much, right? I would probably remove that because it kind of looks a little bit spammy, right? Ronaldo, how are you doing? I see you just made it. Welcome. And yeah, so I would kind of avoid these these trust badges that you've got here. It's not so great. Now, in terms of the add to cart, you definitely want to make it very easily identifiable. So because your background is overall is black, right? The add to cart button should be something like a very vibrant blue, a very vibrant like an orange. Should be something that's very quite high vis, right? And very easily seen, right? It could even be the white, but to be honest, even the white, it kind of like blurs in. I wouldn't say that's the best idea. So make sure your add to cart is bigger, right? And make sure it's very easily seen. Also, your pricing. Um, yeah, look, it's okay. Like the generally like a white background is better, Jacob. But you can test the black. But just as a human psychology thing, like I was reading something the other day, and audience retention, the way people retain um, uh, data, right? Or retain things that they read. It's actually better when it's actually better when the background is white and the text is black. So that's something to consider as well. But you can test the black background. I don't think it's going to matter that much because there's companies like Manscaped that have a black background with white text, and they're a multi-million dollar business, right? They're like a nine-figure business or something like that. They're huge. So yeah, in terms of the text size, guys, like always 16 to 18 size font. Always want to have that. It's a bit your font size is a little bit small, right? Why choose the wave? That's good, but at the beginning, right? Like you would want to, at the beginning here, you would want to kind of show them a reason why they would want this product before you go into the features of like the actual product itself, because you're going into the features like, oh, this is what you're going to get and blah blah blah. But what are the problems with having bad like earwax buildup? Like what are the issues, right? You need to show them like this is something that you need, especially for men, right? Like this is a product honestly catered for men, I think. So like what are the problems, why should they know about it, all that kinds of stuff. You need to bring that up to the top, like that emotional grab. Right afterwards, so move this down, right? But right after that segment, you would want to have like some sort of GIF showing how the product is used, or something that shows, oh yeah, like this product is like, it just grabs their attention, right? Because remember, in the private group, I always say 3 to 5 seconds. That's all the time that you have for people to jump on your website and you for to grab their attention. If you can't do it in 3 to 5 seconds with a GIF or images or whatever, then you're going to be wasting money on Facebook or wasting money on whatever way you're getting traffic, right? So yeah, benefits first always, rather than features, right? And then you're going down into the features. That's fine. You just don't have any benefits. Like, why would people want this product, right? Your landing page is very feature heavy, and in your images are great, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, remember, we're using direct response marketing, so we need to always introduce the problem to them, give them a reason to make them actually want this product, and go from there. So yeah, that's what I would say. Okay, so Jacob, I'll send you. But generally, all the other feature stuff, I have nothing really to comment on it. It's pretty good. Um, Images are fine. Obviously, there's an app, right? So you have the both apps. But yeah, at the top, you always want to have like very benefit heavy copy, right? As well as like some sort of video of like, hey, I'm Jacob, I'm the founder of blah blah blah. This is how you use before I didn't have, or I suffered from, right? And thanks to this product, blah blah blah, right? And you can have a lot of fun with it. you could yeah, you could have a lot of fun with it. But generally, a video is also good for a landing page. I'm gonna stop doing this loom now, and I'll send you that. I'll send you that back. Okay. Copy link. I'll send you this in the DMs. There you go. So that's that. I'll get rid of that, and then now let's see what if there's any new questions, and then we'll go on to Adam's page review. Adam, do you want me to keep your page private? Like generally for these live streams, unless you're a private student, I do say that I probably have to keep a landing page public, like do a review publicly, right? Just so it provides value to all the other people here. So let me know. But yeah. Yeah, Varun, for sure you can definitely send your store review. I just need to keep it public, and I'll share my screen, and you can see me drawing around and all that kinds of stuff. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so Adam, he's talking about yeah, Adam, that's okay, man. I'll I'll go ahead and view it by mobile. Okay, so you're good for me to show publicly. Adam, I'll just get your final consent, and then I'll swap over the page, and then go from there. Yep. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Adam. Let's go and see screen share. Okay. Awesome. So I'm gonna draw on this, Adam, so you can see it. So let me know if you guys can see the screen. Obviously, you can see Adam's awesome website here. Could you also review the checkout system? Yeah, no problem. So yeah, Adam, let me know when you can see the page, and then we'll go from there. Okay. But I'm just having a quick initial look. Okay, 36 reviews. Okay. Is the screen share coming through okay, guys? Can you just let me know, please? All right, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna start drawing around, right? Luminous Dream Lights. Yeah, this is awesome. Now, in terms of let me just quickly close this. You said it's optimized only for mobile. So let's go F12, and let's change this like so. Okay, that's better. So, obviously images are good here. Right? Actually, you know what? I can't draw on it, so I'm just gonna do it like this, okay? Images. Yep, showing different things. That's awesome. Yeah. This is great. So, Jacob, I don't know if you're still here, but remember what I was saying about the aspirational content, right? This is exactly it. Like, Adam's really smashing it. Pretty much what you're doing is you're giving people ideas of how it could be used, right? So this is great, right? So they can actually visualize, damn, if my bedroom, if my bar, if my computer, like my office room, if my kitchen could look like this, how much greater would my life be? Blah blah blah. So that's why you're getting sales, right? You're getting that aspirational content out there. Now, what I would probably say you could do a better job of is actually showing people, right? Like having more emotion behind these images, right? In terms of like, they're definitely eye-catching and they're great, but it would be much better if you had like a lot more like happy people, right, in it. So you could either take the photos yourself or whatever, but generally happy people on your page is the key, right, in terms of getting a lot of content. A lot of conversion. It's just another conversion tool that you can use. I like this add to cart thing. So see how it's so bright, beautiful. Like obviously, you've been listening to someone who knows what they're doing. In terms of the reviews, right? I would probably try to push this up even further. Like 36 reviews already is great, but try to push that further. Like try to get another like 30 reviews. You can import that using Luke's or Judge.me, whatever import software review software you're using. Generally, you can import reviews, right? So you can either, depending on, I say they should all be genuine reviews, but I know that some people, just say whatever. So, do what you will with that information. But yeah, definitely get some review out there. Like in terms of the price points, this is great in terms of, 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters, great. Um, yeah, Adam, definitely chuck in more reviews. Buy now, receive in 7 to 14 days. That's great. If you, I assume you're using an agent, or something like that, or like a US fulfillment, or you're fulfilling it yourself. That's awesome. Okay, awesome. So this is so good. Like the GIF, right? 3 to 5 seconds, right? When people are jumping on this website, obviously it's very, brightly lit, or already grabs attention. But as you go down, when people are scrolling and they're going to scan, right? They're going to see this. They'll be like, yeah, this is awesome. Like this is something I want, right? Yeah, Adam, that's awesome. So again, if you have like happy people in these images, I think that it would perform better for people. And you got to understand, if you're running TikTok ads, your audience generally are younger, right? Depending on what demographic you're targeting on TikTok ads, but generally they are younger. So what you'd want to do is have images not of like old people, or not families, but people who are um, in these in your ideal audience category, right? So like gamers or younger kids or like professionals at working from home or all that kinds of stuff, right? You would want to get that done like really, really quickly. I mean, so you'd want to have that so that it converts and there's more relatability for your audience when they jump on, right? Yeah, Luke as well. Yeah, improve the logo. Like you could definitely have like some fun with your icon, with your logo. Generally, I didn't really comment on it because I'm talking more about CRO. But yeah, if you're really wanting to build a brand around this, like the Luminous Hub is a great name, right? Honestly, I love that name. So you could create a logo around that, and you could have some, get some professional. Luke, the logo is only mobile. Oh, okay, sorry. So let me just quickly open up like this. Oh, okay, yeah. Got it. Adam, that makes sense. Um, that's great. So yeah, that logo is awesome. Um, Definitely, it makes sense as well because you're running it via only mobile. So yeah, very very smart. Um, but make sure you also don't sleep on web optimization, Adam. That could help you um, to really get more people across the line, right? Because more people buy. Remember, I recently did a video on how many times are you touching your customers, right? So generally, people see your ad multiple times during the day, and the customer buyer journey doesn't just end with their first ad and on their mobile, right? They see it multiple times, and often at times, yes, 80% of traffic or 90% of traffic is from mobile, but when they actually down to sit down and purchase, they might do it through a laptop, right? Um, or a computer or something like that. So just don't sleep on web URLs, web optimized. But yeah, I love the fact that there's you're showing the different capabilities of the product, right? This is great. In terms of like using the GIFs as well, like really trying to retain attention. That's good too. Now, when you do the web optimization though, just make sure that when you're doing it, you have like, for example, let's go up to the top here. You would have like this section and this section here, it would be on the left, right? And then this GIF, right, would be on the right. So that when you optimize for web and mobile, right? So web, it'll be left, right. But when it goes to mobile, it'll go top, bottom, if that makes sense, right? So Adam, make sure you use like a page builder definitely use a page builder so you just don't have like a chunk of white text. But I think you're already using a page builder here, so already doing a fantastic job, and no wonder you're already doing $1,000 a day. Um, and I'm confident. Like, yes, it is a saturated product, but obviously you know how to do the advertising using TikTok. So it's just a matter of optimizing a few things here, getting a few more like aspirational content, making it more relatable for your audience, and just churning out those creatives. If your job like just constantly churning out these creatives, you can constantly get like 3, 4, 5 time um, you know return on ad spend. Um, so yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Now the other thing, what I noticed is that you don't have is on-page order upsells, right? So what you can do is, let's say for example, they want to a lot of these people, right? They might want to deck out their whole house, like general. Because I know a friend. He I think he bought like a million, like $1.5 million house, and his whole house is decked out with these kinds of lights. He's linked it up to his Alexa, and he spent multiple hundreds of dollars on these lights, right? So what you could do, and it'll be in the video that I'm gonna release on Tuesday, Adam. I won't do it here, but it will be there. It'll be one of the later store reviews, right? And the pretty much the order bump, what I'm trying to get you to do is, let's go down. Let me see if I can find some white space. um, okay, let me just use this as an example, right? So watch the video that comes out on Tuesday. Be on the lookout for that. But pretty much what it's going to do is you're going to have three different segments, right? So depending on which unit they choose, it'll be like a 1 times, a 3 times, and then a 2 times. So what this is an on-page order upsell, right? Pretty much you're letting people know, hey, if you buy three, right, you're gonna be able to save this much more money, right? So people who are willing to buy more and they want to just deck out their home or their office or whatever, they're gonna jump to this deal, right? So this is just by implementing this little section right here, and again, it'll be on the video on Tuesday. If you can implement it, you can increase your average order value from like 30 to like 55, right? An extra 20, yeah, exactly, Adam. So an extra $20 average order value goes a very, very long way. So that means that you can spend more on TikTok, you can spend more on Facebook, you can diversify your traffic sources using Google, YouTube, Pinterest, all those kinds of things, and you can really build a really, really good brand from it. There are, again, I don't think that themes really, and like Luke and Adam, I appreciate your feedback about themes. Yeah, like starting with a theme is great, but honestly speaking, I don't think that they're all that. When you get into the later stages, when you're making 100K months, etc., generally speaking, you would want to custom build certain pages for the most fastest web load speed, right? So themes overall, great for beginners, right? But use page builders to really get those conversion rate optimizations in place, right? And then once you're hitting, 2, 3, 4K a day, and you're hitting 100K months, go further. Just reinvest your profits back into the business, get custom builds out, and yeah. So, Adam, that's pretty much the review I have. Another thing is when you add more reviews, right? When you upload using Luke's or Judge.me, make sure that you use like real names. So if you're selling to the US, just look up like top names, most popular names in the US, right? Just go get this list and go really, really. Oh no, my battery's gonna go low soon. Um, hmm. 1 second, guys. Okay, so sorry guys, I had to change my audio just because my laptop was about to die. I don't want this stream to die for you guys. So Adam, really quickly, you definitely can import names, but because you're importing through AliExpress, right? That's why the names appear like this. But Luke's, when you do it, a verified buyer comes through. When you import it via CSV, it comes through properly. Um, Guys, can you just quickly let me know if you can hear me? Because I just unplugged my big mic, and I'm using the laptop mic right now, just because this stupid Mac doesn't have any USB ports. But yeah, let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, awesome, awesome. Thanks, Ben. Ben, yeah, I'll do your page review just in a second. Just gonna go back and have a look at a few people's questions. Oh yeah, Adam wanted me to do a checkout system. Um, Review. So I won't do that on screen, Adam, but let me have a look at this. Yeah. Sorry, Adam. I just I realized what you're saying. Um, um, let's have a look. 2400. Oh yeah, Ethan. So sorry. Yeah, I know you just woke up. So I'm in New York right now, and uh, because it's a weekend and we're on like a vacation, working vacation, I did the live stream a little bit earlier. So generally they are 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and they will from next Saturday. It's just that today only, I just brought it forward a little bit. So sorry about that. Texas, since 5 6. So Adam, I'm not gonna buy this, right? But I will do everything else. Continue to free shipping. That is great, dude. There was a button that Adam had that it said continue to free shipping. That is a great button. That's awesome. Yeah, Luke. I'm not sure if you're trying to. Luke, is that Ecom Solid? Are you affiliated with them? Um, but yeah, the checkout system looks. Adam, I think the checkout system looks great. I think it's good. Honestly, things are good. Um, so yeah. Doing a great job, dude. Just like I said, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep smashing out the content for on TikTok, right? Just make sure that you're reiterating content like every 2 3 days, right? Just make sure you're doing that, and yeah, I'm by no like I'm confident that you'll be able to get um, you'll be able to do a good job. Yeah, look, man. I appreciate it, dude. It's just that, like, look, if you're affiliated with it, I can't advocate it just because I haven't tested it. Honestly speaking, I don't believe too much into themes because we don't really rely on themes that much. If you want me to do a review of the theme, I'm more than happy to have a review of it. Um, and like create content over it, but you just send me a DM, dude. I'd appreciate it if, like, just for everyone here, we're all here just trying to learn, or just trying to hang out. So I know you're affiliated, but with them, but I appreciate if we just don't advertise in the in the comment section. So hope you understand. Hope that's okay. Um, all right, so. Um, let's go ahead, let's go back up, and let's have a look at if there's any other questions that I missed. Um, um, okay. How do you know if how do you know if your store is a failure and you should move on? If I spent 500 on ads, how many sales should you have with that spend? Um, it's not that simple, Wes. Literally, you could spend 500 and you can get no sales. Like that honestly is a common thing because if your advertising isn't good or if your product isn't good, or your people, you know, your audience just don't have any reason to buy your product, often at times they're not going to, you know, they're not going to buy, right? So it doesn't matter how much money you spend on Facebook. If your ads aren't good, if your product isn't good, then people just aren't going to buy, right? Um, so that's why I always, in all my videos, you know, I always say, look, if you're going to run, oh, okay, sorry, Luke, I misunderstood. I misunderstood what you said. I must have read it in a different way. So sorry about that, dude. Sorry, Luke. Um, so yeah, Wes, going back to your thing, um, I always say in my videos, you know, you shouldn't ever run ads if you're not ready. Um, um, you know, because Zuckerberg, you know, Facebook, they're gonna take all the revenue, or all the money that, you know, you give them for as long as you give it to them. They're never going to turn you down and say, "Oh, look, I don't think your ad's ready." They're always going to take your money. So just make sure you are ready to do ads before you run ads. Otherwise, yeah, $500 can go very, very quickly. It's very, very different, very difficult, right? Um, so yeah, yeah, Luke, yeah, all good, man, all good. Appreciate it. Sorry about the confusion. All right, guys, really quickly, I'm gonna plug. There's 20 people in here, and we have 15 likes. If everyone in here could just hit that like button, right, and then we can go ahead and get this information out to more people. So smash that like button, get that out, let's get this information out there. Let's clear up the confusion in the dropshipping world. So yeah, let's smash that like button, guys. Help me get this up, get this out to people. Um, but yeah, yeah, no, look, appreciate it. Um, Okay, so Eason asked a great question. So he DM'd me on Instagram, and it was a deep question in terms of like what, like for profits, business profits, all that kinds of stuff. Now, so what he asked is, what percentage of profits do you need to reinvest into the business to scale vertically, horizontally? What's the difference? So generally speaking, Eason, at the beginning, you need to, you must invest all of the profits, all of the business profits into the business, right? Because at the beginning, when you're bootstrapped, when you're starting out, all that kinds of stuff, you know, it's very, very important to make sure your business has enough fuel, make sure your business has enough money and funding to grow. You know, not many people have the luxury or the privilege of, you know, having unlimited funds, right? So, um, you know, it's very, very important to invest pretty much all of your profits, all of your business profits back into the business, right? So that's why, at the same time of building up a e-com business, you need to have some sort of other revenue stream, right? So for me, when I was getting started, I still had my day job, right? I'll be working, you know, 8 to 5, and be working on the e-com stuff at nighttime or in the mornings, before work, right? It's just very, very important. You need to have that, all of your profits in your business, because even when you're doing MOQ orders, right, you're always ordering 3 months in advance, right? Because, you know, production takes a month, shipping takes a month or two, right? And then you have to pre-purchase before your products actually land and you're able to recoup the investment that you made, right? So yeah, um, yeah, Ethan, I would say, you know, put all of your money back into the business. Definitely do that. We'll go ahead, and I hope that answers your question. So it's not really a vertical or a horizontal scaling question, because it's more of a business acumen question, right? So yeah. Um, okay. Now there's more people coming in, which is great. So, but I'm just gonna have to quickly smash through these. Okay, Varun. Sorry about that, Varun. And I don't see your message. Yeah, Varun, what's your Instagram handle? Um, Ben, are you part of Shopify Freedom? I'm not sure if you are. Ben, could you just let me know? Um, I don't think you are, but I can see your Instagram DM here. Um, yeah, Varun, I can't see your link, man. Adam sent it through easily. Ben sent it through to me as well. Yeah, I can't see your one. So maybe make sure that you're messaging the right Josh. It would be awkward if you're sending sending it to someone else. Let me get you my Instagram tag. Okay, Ben, you're not part of it. No worries. So I'll in that case for public members, I do a public review. So I hope that's okay. Um, but yeah. And Gagan, I know, like, dude, just chill out, dude. I'm going down as questions and people ask questions before you, so uh, yeah, I'll get to you, bro. Don't worry, I got you, man. Yeah, Varun, I'm not sure. Um, I can't see that. Let me look you up, and then let me send you a DM actually, Varun. Um, yeah, strange. If not Varun Rana, I don't see you on here. Damn. That's so strange. Because I see everyone else's, I just don't see yours. Uh, hmm. Yeah, Varun, I'm really not sure, man. Dang. Okay. Anyway, let me do Ben's, and then we'll keep going. Hopefully, we can figure yours out. Um, let's have a look. Which makes my budget. Oh, okay, Ben. Okay, so I'm just reading really quickly what you sent. So let me just quickly get this. So thank you first of all for your kind words, Ben. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm more than happy to do the thing. I'm launching my product next month. Um, okay, so just want to optimize my website. Okay, yeah. Thanks for like reiterating it, Ben. Um, Yeah, Varun, your account is private. Eason, thank you so much for picking that up. Varun, your account has to be public on Instagram for your Instagram DM to come through to me. So that's probably it. Ben, okay, let's look at your thing. I love the idea of your thing, man. You know. KO, this kind of stuff is awesome. So, Ben, I'm gonna review your product page. You said that you're already selling this, right? So, um, let me let me know, right? Like how you said you're already profitable, so that's good, right? But just let me know what stage you're at because you said you're profitable, but then you said something about you're launching next month. So, just need some clarification about that. Um, and then once you clarify, then I'll go ahead and do the product review. Oh, you're not selling yet. Oh, okay. So you're pretty much uh did I misread? Oh, okay, so your profit margin. Okay, got it. Sorry. Um, which makes my budget for thing not optimal. Yeah, I assume are you doing an MOQ order for this, Ben? Because it looks like if you're doing this kind of branding, I feel like you would do some sort of MOQ. Yeah, no, Ben, it's not you, man. That's me. I misread because I'm just trying to rush. I was just skimming through. So that was my bad. My bad. Um, so Ben, let's go ahead. Where's my OBS? Let me OBS it and get this up. Okay, cool. You guys can still hear me, yeah? Um, hopefully. Let me know if you guys can still hear me while you can see the screen, and I will go ahead and do this review. All right, sweet. Yeah, let me know if you guys can see it and hear me perfectly, and then I'll go ahead and continue on. Um, okay, save time every day. Nah, this is Amazon right here. This is Amazon FBA style. Um, yeah. Uh, nice, 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 nice. Um, hey Ben, can you hear me? Let's see if man, this OBS thing is just such a pain in the butt. Um, oh, okay, great, great. So Ben, you can hear me. Good. Um, all right. So again, right? Like, let's start with the carousel, right? So people always spend a lot of time on the carousel. So what you need to be doing is really make sure that these are optimized to grab attention. Now, I like this, right? Because you're showing how it should be used, right? So another thing that you could do is think about what kind of people would actually be using this kind of stuff. Like, who's your ideal audience? Generally speaking, I would say someone like me is your ideal audience. You know, people who wake up early, people who like to set goals, set blah blah blah, like set these things in place so that they can go ahead and feel less brain clutter, feel less stressed, and be able to perform optimally, right? So images that you could use of is yes, like someone like this, but also have like a long shot of like someone in their office with their computer screen on. Obviously, it's quite dark. Right, it's either early morning or late night, and they're writing it down. They have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, right? And they have like those morning ritual things, right? Um, I would have like more imagery like that and more happy people as well. Like always, you have to, guys, everyone here, you need to have happy people in your carousel using your product, like holding your product up and that kinds of stuff. You really need to have that. Um, Let me move my face because I noticed that it's not that it's important, but I noticed that I'm getting blocked off. Well, I'm blocking off part of the screen. So there we go. Move myself over there. And okay, so let's continue to do this review. So obviously here, Ben, yeah, you need to cut it down because this is all Amazon. This is all Amazon text, right? Which is great for Amazon, but for Shopify, not so great, right? Um, it's all about emotional selling, right? And I want to direct you to an Instagram account, and I think it's called what is it called? 5 a.m. Club? 5 a.m. Yeah, before 5 a.m. So before 5 a.m., Ben, I think is one of your big competition, right? They sell like a workbook, all that kind of. So let's open up their page, right? They have a blueprint and all this kind of stuff. So you could really like just copy, well, not copy, but like take a lot of good things from these guys, right? So let's have a look at what their playbook is like. Um, Obviously, it's a playbook blueprint. Well, maybe it's a blueprint. Okay, yeah, something like this, right? So these guys obviously have a digital product, or yeah, it's a digital product, I think. So you see how they're talking about more emotional selling at the top, like goals, objectives, tasks. You know, a single place for all your goals, objectives, everything you need at your fingertips to achieve your goals and get more done. Right? That's more emotional selling rather than the features, right? So you'd need to probably, I would recommend you to actually look at this kind of page because the before 5 a.m., um, these guys are 1.1 million followers and guaranteed at least 50%, well, maybe 40% are buying this kind of workbook, right? So definitely take some things out of this, right? And replace all of this information. Um, this is great, like motivational, but like knock out your tasks one by one, start your day right, educational. So, not so sure about educational and not so sure about motivational, right? But like maybe those words could be replaced with something else, but like so something more emotional, right? Um, um, I'm not sure what, just off the top of my head, but you know, just something more eye-catching, right? So start your day right, knock out your task one by one. It should be things that these guys are wanting to do, right? So they, like one of these could be like avoid feeling, avoid brain clutter. The other one could be like work at your peak performance, blah blah blah, right? So it's just because people, when they jump onto your website, they're going to scan really quickly, right? Do I want to stay here? Do I not want to stay here? So start your day right, knock out your task one by one, great. But in terms of the other two, if you have like avoid brain clutter and they're feeling brain clutter, that could be enough to get them to stay on the page, right? The other one is perform at your peak. Like anyone who's interested in this kind of stuff, they always want to perform at their peak, right? So you want to have that kind of language on the page as well. Um, Simple and effective. This is okay. Again, it could be better. Like you could make it um, like more relatable for the people, right? This here is a little bit hard to read. Um, I would look to either change the background or something else, right? Like just make it more easily readable, like legible, right? FAQ, great. Probably want to remove this powered by Shopify thing. If you want to know how to get rid of it, you can just go and type Google how to get rid of powered by Shopify, and you just have to go into the theme, and yeah. But yeah, overall, not bad. I think there's definitely room to improve, right? But you know, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, another thing then. Since you're doing a black background, right? When you're using images, make sure that there's no white background here. So see how like you can see this corner, all right? It kind of looks a little bit unprofessional, right? So just make sure that your images here, right? Can you crop this out and have it like clear, right? And then you might have to tweak the colors so that it really pops out on a black background. But generally speaking, you don't want to have this white um, here. So that's why if you had a white background, right, like this, you wouldn't have this issue. So just test between the two and figure out which one works best for you. Okay. But yeah, overall not bad. Again, like you probably want to have like a video, like a flip through of like a top-down camera shot, flipping through the book, showing like each page like at a glance. Obviously, you don't want to go through every single one. Um, what is this? Um, you don't want to go through every single one, but it is good to show people what they're going to get, what they can expect as well, right? So yeah, that's my review. Um, hope that was helpful for you, Ben. Um, add to cart, add to cart is good because it's a very high contrast color. That's good. Let's go back to here. And now, Ben, you talked about your profit margins, right? So again, when you have a low profit margin product, you always, always, always need to have some sort of upsell, right? So you need to have a look at what can I upsell to these people to really improve and bring up my average order value, right? Um, well, what can you do, right? Like you just need to have more content. Sorry, not more content, more products. Whether it be digital, whether it be whatever, um, and upsell them, right? And Ben, if you're someone who performs at a higher level in terms of productivity, and that's why you came up with this product, obviously, you have some sort of passion for it. You could even do like yeah, you could do subscription plans. Let's have a look at that real quick. Let's see what it is. Um, Sorry, I'm just reading. I'm just reading what you have as a subscription plan, and maybe I should share this so these guys can have a look as well. Um, it's okay. Like I don't think that your guys will be that interested in stuff, right? Because yeah, not sure. I feel like there could be more lower hanging fruit for you rather than rather than these things. Um, but you know, you could definitely test it out. Um, all the power to you, all the power to you for sure. But yeah, you definitely want to increase that average order value somehow. If that subscription plan doesn't work, or this model doesn't work, you want to have like additional products. And there's plenty of things that you could incorporate, especially for like people who are, want to perform at a high level, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, 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 um. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back and let me try to find some questions. I think there were some people who were asking a few questions. Um, Adam, I can see you're gonna blow up. Yeah, dude, thank you. Thank you for that. I hope so. Demetrius, good morning. We're a little bit early today just because I'm in New York. Uh, Black Sage. Right now, I'm in the middle of product research and using Jungle Scout to look for products to sell on Shopify, trying that method to see if it works out. Do you have any advice for Jungle Scout? Yeah, so Black Sage, quick advice for this would be um, when you're looking at products on Jungle Scout, remember what I said about Amazon. FBA is an intent-based search platform, right? Or search platform marketplace. So what you need to do is you need to look for products that, yes, people are searching for and buying very frequently, right? But then what you want to do is create some sort of differentiation for that product, whether it be selling it to a new group of people, whether it be improving the actual product, which requires more investment, um, all that kinds of stuff. So that's what I would say. Like find products that have high user search, high user, engagement, using Jungle Scout, and then improve the product. And if you want to find out how to improve products, have a look at the review section in the on those product listings. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. Flip side. Is it worth starting to learn dropshipping with privacy changing with phones, Facebook ads changing, and soon email changing? 100% flip side. Because people who are, who were successful in the past, no longer will be, right? If they're not willing to, climatize to the new environment that we're in, they're going to struggle, right? If there's a higher barrier to entry, there's more room and there's more of the pie for those that are willing to do the work to take. So the flip side definitely would recommend jumping into it. Learn about email marketing, learn about e-commerce, learn about online selling, all that kinds of stuff. So yeah, definitely recommend it, regardless. Um, Gagan. Hey bro, I started a new campaign with 5 ad sets targeting e-packet countries, but after 2 days I found out most of my campaign traffic was come from Australia and UK. So should I target only UK? I would actually advise, like this is just my opinion, right? Like again, it's just my opinion, but I actually advise against going it to the UK because um, unless like the I think ever since that Brexit thing happened, you need to charge VAT tax on every single order over the value of £22, I believe. So, with that being said, it means that your customers are going to either be disgruntled because they're going to need to pay an additional 15% to collect the product that they actually bought, or you're going to need to cop that, right? You're going to need to pay that, and then that's going to really eat down on your margins. So I would rather focus on countries like US, EU, sorry, not EU, Australia, um, yeah, and those other countries. If you can get like some sort of VAT exemption or whatever, UK is still a great place to go. But yeah, it's just not the ideal place just because you know this VAT tax, and it's still very up in the air. Eason, what is the difference between vertical scaling and horizontal? Okay, so Eason, when you have an ad set or an audience or an ad that's working on Facebook or any kind of traffic platform, um, when you are when you're vertically scaling, sorry, all you're doing is just spending more, right? You're just increasing the budgets. But when you're horizontally scaling, what you're doing is you're finding new audiences. So let's say, for example, if I started with one ad set at $20, right, and I wanted to vertically scale this, I could all the way to $100 and further, depending on how big the audience size is, right? Now, on the flip side, if I wanted to achieve the same sort of outcome horizontally scaling, right, I would need five ad sets at $20, spending $100, right? So spending the same amount, but just in different audience segments. So that's the difference between horizontal and vertical scaling. One goes spends more, one spreads out the spend across different audiences. So yeah. Um, Demetrius, can you reveal to your suppliers you're testing more than one sample as a tactic to get better prices? Demetrius, honestly speaking, like I think the Chinese suppliers, they have enough interest from international sellers. So these kind of like tricks and all that kinds of stuff doesn't really help in terms of negotiating. The easiest, honestly, easiest way to negotiate price is obviously just shopping around, right? Pinning them against each other, like your supplier saying, "Oh, I got it for this price. Can you match it?" Blah blah blah. And often at times you can, right? What I would say is after that, the only other way to really negotiate prices is to order more. The more you order, the more money you make them, the happier they're going to be, and therefore they're going to yeah, give you a better price. So yeah. Okay, okay. Ethan, yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, Chowdhury is definitely he's awesome. I know his YouTube channel and I know he's done a great job. Um, and yeah, definitely taking pointers from him. I'm pretty happy though. Like we the first 4 months, just under 2K subs. So happy with that. You know, and it's just going to continue to grow. YouTube is um, more of a snowball effect. At the beginning, it really starts off slow, but I'm confident, as I continue to just provide value to you guys, just hang out with you guys, do these things weekly, be as transparent as possible. Um, I'm sure that there's more opportunity. Gagan, I'm not sure what the question marks, but I did answer your question. Um, I talked about UK VAT tax, all that kinds of stuff. So I'm not sure what you're questioning. Um, Gian, how are you doing? Um, uh, okay, Varun, no problem. I'll jump on that right away. Just give me a second. I'm just going to answer Jian Yu and then go back to your thing. Um, so okay. Is there any backup plans for pixels or business managers since Facebook keep banning ad accounts and BMs? Okay, so really quickly, yes, there is definitely a something that you can do. So this is what I do, and let me log in and let me just share my screen so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Um, Pretty much. Let me open. Why is it not opening? I'm just waiting for my app to open so I can draw for you guys. Yeah, Gagan, I'm not sure why you're resending that, dude. I literally just answered your question. So you can scroll back, go back to the video. I'm not gonna answer it again. Uh, yeah, I already answered it, dude. So yeah. Um, okay. All right, awesome. So here's my whiteboard, and let me just try to get this open properly. All right, screen share. Okay, here we go. So what I want to do, so Jianyu is asking about, BM, protection, all that kinds of stuff. Okay, so what you need to do, right, is you generally want to have multiple BMs. So BM1 should be like your personal one, your personal, and then you would want to try to create another BM2 using, a good friends, or, your family member, whatever, right? So for me, I use we use, my wife and I do this business together, and I use her Facebook account to set up this BM, right? So the way it works is BM1. I wish I could really make this thicker. Um, hmm, anyway, so BM1, essentially, what it does is BM1 is going to hold my pages, my pixels, um, pages, pixels, and audiences, right? So it's going to hold all of this. Okay. Now, when we're what I'd like to do then is with my second BM, I will share these, right, to here, right? I'll share it to my second BM. Now, in the second BM, Business Manager, what's going to happen is you're going to have ad accounts, right? Ad account one, ad account two, at account three, etc., etc. Right? So essentially, you're going to be able to run with this ad account from the page. Uh, delete. You're going to be able to run ads from the page, okay? And and then, for whatever reason, if your ad account gets banned, right, or if this BM gets disabled, right, if it just disappears, all of your data here will still remain and will still be protected. Okay, and then you just constantly churn and repeat that. Um, so that's how I do it. Just in case one of my BMs get deleted or whatever, right? Because Facebook at any time can do this. So you want to make sure that you have some sort of protection in place. Okay, so yeah, that's what I would do. So I hope that answers your question, Jianyu. Let's go back. Webcam. All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. So flip side, would you go Shopify or Amazon? I guess it depends on your situation, right? Like Amazon, really, you need to have an MOQ and then you need to send products to a fulfillment warehouse. So you need to make sure that, you have some financial, uh, what is it like, you need to have some savings, right? um, with Shopify, you can start with drop shipping. You can do what Adam was doing before and hit $1,000 a day, really try to build up that profit, and then go on to MOQs and all that kinds of stuff. But Shopify, Amazon, it really depends on your financial situation. Shopify is easier for people who don't have the financial ability to invest multiple thousands of dollars into a product. And start there. And it's very easy. It's a very low barrier of entry, even with the privacy issues, changes to iOS, updates, and all that kinds of stuff. It's still a lower barrier to entry, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, yeah, Janu, no problem. Appreciate it. Um, Luke, I have a product that I'm selling. Uh, yeah, look, if you're gonna sell, because one of our businesses is 100% Australian as well, right? If you're gonna sell to Australia only, your currency really should be Australian. Like, there's no reason why they would want to buy USD because they don't want to pay an extra 30%. They would never want to feel that. You're just adding a layer of friction for them, and it's not going to be ideal. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you to uh, not, I mean, to change it, right? Um, so yeah, guys. Also, if you guys could do me a favor, just hit that like button and also subscribe. Just make sure you guys are jumping onto this, and yeah, yeah. Thank you, Flipside. I appreciate you, man. Or I appreciate you. Sorry. Um, but yeah. Okay. So. Let's have a look. Who else do we have? I think we only have one. Oh, Varun. I will review your store before I go, and then a more gift. After we test the product using ABO, how many purchase events must be recorded by Facebook before we can move on to the next step, i.e., scale? What are the steps in scaling? And more, there are so many elements of scale that aren't really talked about. But if you're just talking about Facebook ad scaling, generally with your ABO, I would like to see at least 20. Oh, sorry. 5 to 7 purchases, right? Given a certain, like, from a certain audience. Once you're at that point, you would push it to a CBO campaign, and I will be doing a video about Facebook ad structure for people who are spending, $300 a day, $500 a day. I will be doing videos like that because it was very popular. Um, so yeah, it definitely can work. It's so yeah, just once you have an ad set, 5 to 7 purchases, you can definitely scale it up, and definitely go from there. Um, the other part of scale, though, is having multiple audiences and multiple points of creatives that aren't um, that are in your mix, so that you're not relying entirely on you're not relying entirely on just the one audience or the one creative. Um, Philip, how are you doing? You are talking about my creative testing strategy. Yeah, I actually revealed it in I'm supposed to do a deeper dive in the video of in a new video, but I did do a deep dive to it here. Let me link it for you. Um, where was it? I think it was this one. Get shareable link. Here we go. Philip, that is part of my creative strategy. I will have a more deeper dive, right? Like, 'cause it is a lot more comprehensive than that, but that's a very beginner friendly, introduction to my concepts. But yeah, guys, 24 viewers. Even though we started this very early. I appreciate you guys for spending the time here. Luke, yeah, no problem at all, man. Of course, appreciate it. Um, so Amor, I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question. Um, Lazar is asking about SMMA, social media marketing agencies. All right, so a few things, right? Like, as an e-commerce entrepreneur, a person who is involved in setting up and building e-commerce brands, right? I have a little bit of a gripe against SMMAs, right? A lot of people and I actually like to have a little bit of fun, right? Sometimes a lot of people, they email me, cold email, our businesses, and says, "Hey, I want to do we're an social media marketing agency. I want to run your ads for you. Can we jump on a call?" Or blah blah blah. So I have a criteria, right? And I ask them, "Hey, okay, what I want you to do is go review my Facebook ad library. Here's my link. Tell me, where are the holes? Because I know where the holes are in my advertising strategies, right? Because we might have, issues with logistics or whatever. Or something is there's always a business is never going to be perfect. So I tell them, Lazar, I tell them, hey, go find the holes in my business, and if you find the holes, I will potentially give you the time on this call, right? Because I don't want to waste any time with people who don't know what they're talking about. Now, most 9 times out of 10, they do not know what the heck they're talking about. They're just saying, "Oh, I can post for you multiple times a day, blah blah blah." Like, and what kind of load of poop is that? Um, literally, I think SMMA was made very popular by YouTubers like Iman Ghazi, and he's amazing, right? Like amazing, amazing. But not every single person can be, start up as SMMA. I think it's like the next drop shipping or the next e-commerce fad that a lot of people are jumping onto right now. And unfortunately, I've had a lot of friends in my circle who have been burnt by bad social media marketers, right? Because people don't understand the basics of advertising and blah, blah, blah. And unfortunately, people just in the industry, um, they want to make money by selling courses, right? It's a digital product. There's no cost of goods sold, and it's an extra revenue stream. So why not, right? But SMMA is a great overall. It is a business model that is needed in the future, right? Um, like um, I was even thinking of starting my own social media agency, right? Because I think my creative testing structure is very unique, right? So yeah, definitely, there's very high hopes, but just currently in the market, Lazar, there's just a lot of like wannabes trying to make money, and unfortunately, a lot of e-commerce entrepreneurs are getting burnt by it. So that's something to consider. But yeah, um, nonetheless. You know, it's still great. Still great, for sure. Um, okay. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a little bit more, but then we'll probably head out, go explore a little bit more of New York. And I need to handle the private group as well. So, um, uh, Halaz, hope you're doing well, Halaz. Thank you for being here. Um, So they're asking about, targeting smaller countries in their native language. Um, yes, it definitely can work, especially if you're using native language, right? Because that essentially fights saturation. So if you find a product that really has, really blew up in the big four, to English speaking countries, if you saw that that product isn't being sold very heavily in like a smaller market and you can actually sell in that language, yeah, definitely. You could market directly to them in their native tongue, and you could make a lot of money doing that, right? We already know what good products are, what like saturated products are. And if you just convert the text into a certain language, then yeah, you definitely could create like a blue ocean. If you've read that book, I would recommend that. Um, Yeah, ordering in bulk is fine, Halaz, but just understand that in smaller audiences, right? You're going to sell it at a slower rate, right? So just don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Don't spend too much, and yeah, don't jump onto that too crazily. So yeah, okay, guys. So last thing that I will do is do Varun's um, product page review, and then I'm gonna head out um, for this week um, because it is getting what's the time? It's 9 o'clock here in New York. What Amor? Do you market using Gigi's ads? What's Gigi's ads? I don't even know. Yeah, Jordan Peterson. Yeah, I made it, and it's good for sales leader and pedagogy, pedagogy. Awesome. Yeah, Lazar, for sure, man. Like as long as you really learn it properly, yeah, you definitely could do SMMA. Um, okay, so Varun, let me get your McSwishy. I got you, man. I got you. Um, so Varun, I'll share my screen and go from there. Um, here we go. And Luke, I'll answer your question before I cut this off. But yeah, let me go to Varun first of all because this he has been patiently waiting. So sorry about the wait, Varun. Okay, So obviously print on demand. I think that's what you mentioned. Um, wow. Okay. Varun, where are you from? Are you from the US? Or where are you? Because obviously like you've got I think these are you using Placeit by any chance? Placeit is like a print on demand app. But Varun, yeah, just make sure you're here, right? So because I'll be asking you questions. Um, oh, you're from India. Okay, awesome, awesome. Great. So obviously like I like your I like the designs. Like I wish I had this kind of God in the details. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm just reviewing your page. Um, okay, so Varun, what I'll do is because you have multiple SKUs, right? I'll give you a general overview of what your page should kind of look like, right? Now, and I'll just do your review here. Okay, so. Obviously, your images are good, right? And you've got your happy consumers in the carousel. So that's a good job, right? What I would also do with kind of clothing, obviously it's a harder niche to kind of break because clothing, there's high chance of returns and or like quality control, all that kinds of stuff. But what I would also do to add a layer of like what is it? Quality on your product is actually to show how the product actually gets shipped and delivered, right? Does it come in a zip, like one of those sealable bags, like that has the frosted plastic, um, frosted vinyl prints, all that kind of stuff? Hey, Benson, what's up, dude? Benson is my friend from Australia. What's up? What are you doing here? Anyway, yeah, Varun. So, in your carousel, make sure you have product images in your um, what is it? Not product images. Sorry, images of your product packaging in your carousel, right? And have more happy people in there. Also, with your product descriptions, right? Each one has a certain theme. Um, Richard. Um, each product has a certain theme. Okay, so what you need to be doing is you can't have the same product description for every single page. So, for example, this product is God in the details, right? You need to understand why would someone want to buy God in the details T-shirt, and you need to make sure that in the product description here, you go ahead and um, speak directly to those people. Remember, again, like pages are scannable. Like people, when they jump onto pages, they always want to scan the page. Okay, so they scan it and make a decision of whether or not they want to stay or jump off the page. Okay, so make sure that this text. You don't just use product description, but you use like no matter where you're in life, God is always in the details. Something like that, right, Varun? So make sure you have like a big bold headline that says something that really kind of teaches them or tells them that they need to stay on this page. Okay. Um, now, so that's applies for every single other product, right? Each product has a different category, different audience, etc. Okay. Now, in terms of the features, this kind of stuff is important, but not that important right now for selling, right? So, obviously, you always want to focus on the benefits at the top, what they're going to achieve, why they want this product, how it's going to help them, right? And then you can go into the features. But in terms of the features, right? Like rather than just having text, a lot of people don't actually just read this stuff. What I would say that you should be doing instead is you should be having some sort of icons, right? So there's iconography. Let's have a look here. Um, royalty free. Um, so you can go and oh here we go, flat icons. So there's this website, right, Varun? You could literally go here, and what you need to do is you go ahead and you find icons that are related to your features, fiber composition, fabric, without side seams, blah blah blah, right?
If you can't find icons for those, right? Um, if you can't have those kinds of things, then commission a graphic designer to create them for you, right? Um, and just make it very easily readable. We're very visual, right? So just make sure you do that. Um, Luke said, add a easy three-step system on how to order. Definitely agree. But Luke, generally with this kind of, it's like buy, choose your design, buy, receive the product, right? So that's your three-step. And so that works as well. Sizing chart. What I would probably recommend is um, with clothing, right? If we go to like somewhere like ASOS, um, yeah, no need for features. Yeah, agree. Um, if we go to ASOS, right? I think that most of these pages or these products, let's have a look at this 24/7 dress. Let's have a look here. Um, they're going to have some sort of, um, here we go. Okay, got it. So let's go back. First of all, with your size chart, these numbers do not mean anything for anyone, right? These numbers are just noise, in all honesty, right? So what you need to do is you need to have some sort of like size comparison. So what companies like ASOS do, obviously they have images of people in the products, right? Again, happy customers, looking good, aspirational content, right, Varun? Um, Now, it's the same model. Now, if you go down here, size and fit, model wears a US 4, model's height is 170 centimeters or 5 foot 7, right? You need to have this kind of content as well. So people can understand, okay, I might be like 170 centimeters or 180 centimeters, whatever, right? I'm comparing myself to this person, this imagery right here, and saying, okay, she wears size 4, maybe I can wear size 4 too, right? You're just reducing the chances that there's going to be an issue with with thing. Um, an issue with like sizing or customers being happy and all that kind of stuff. So just make sure you go ahead and have some sort of content like this on your page. But yeah, overall, like your page is pretty good. Like I like your designs, right? It's just a matter of, really kind of implementing this CRO or conversion rate optimizations onto each page, making it relevant for each consumer. Like honestly, it's just copy paste. Every single product is just copy paste. So you need to make sure you fix this up, make sure it's relevant. And when you're testing products on Facebook or any kind of paid traffic source system, sorry, you need to make sure that you are testing one product at a time. So you know which one is winning, which one is going to be your gateway product, and then therefore you can sell on to other products as well on your thing. So Varun, I hope that answers your question. Um, yeah, dude, Varun, so you're getting sales, and it's because your designs are good, right? But you're not targeting or you're not touching on the why, like your ideal customers. Why should they want to, jump onto this? Why do they want to spend time on your page? What does, a lot of your designs are this God in the details thing, right? Or like this one here. Um, this is awesome. Uh, uh, you want to have like, they want to be able to identify with the product, right? When they jump onto the page, every single time it's just copy paste. So, nothing really special here. In terms of, your cost per clicks being very, very high, um, your cost per clicks are high because either your advertising isn't good or your hook in your advertising isn't strong enough to get people to go ahead and buy straight away, right? So um, I would recommend you to either go back, watch my videos on thumbnails, on I still need to create some videos on what makes a good ad. But when I create those, make sure you go back and have a look at that. Generally, click-through rates, cost per clicks, all that kinds of stuff is related directly to your ad, right? So yeah. And also one last piece of comment, your add to cart button, just make sure it's super, super bright. You have a design background, so make it really pretty, make it really kind of stand out. And yeah, that's it. So Uh, Varun, I hope that helps you. Um, and yeah, hope that helps. Oh gosh, Richard and Benson, you guys are you guys are crazy, man. Um, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so Varun, you're getting low cost per clicks but less sales. So yeah, again, like you're you're getting low sales because people aren't able to identify with your product, right? Your product is just another product to them. It's not going to help them, achieve a certain identity, right? That's why your conversion rate is really low because honestly speaking, every single product page here is very, very generic. You've just copied and pasted it, right? It's very easy to do this, and obviously it's an easy way out. But you're gonna get what you put in, right? So yeah, hope that helps. Oh, Renette, you're in New Jersey. Awesome. Oh, that's awesome. So last question is I'll leave it with this. So Luke and Amor. Okay, sorry. Amor asked, do you market Google using Google and TikTok ads in addition to Facebook? Yes. So what our businesses do is we use Facebook ads primarily, about 75 I'd say 75% of traffic is Facebook. Then we use Google search and brand search campaigns and smart shopping campaigns. In terms of TikTok ads, we do test it. It's about 5% of our traffic right now. We're not setting a lot of budget to it. We also use Pinterest and we also use YouTube ads as well. So we're very diversified in terms of our traffic sources. That's why whenever this Facebook stuff happens, it doesn't really bother us too much because we're very diversified in our traffic. So, would recommend you guys to diversify traffic as well. It's very, very important, but ultimately, Facebook is king and it can't be overlooked right now because it's just used very, very heavily. Yeah, Lazar, definitely you can do SMMA, man. Just yeah, just again, make sure you understand advertising and all that kind of stuff. And yeah. Uh, so Luke, last question, guys. When you scale, do you do the thing where a winning ad set is duplicated 3 to 5 times in one CBO campaign? Yes, to a degree, but right now with the whole iOS 14 issues, what I like to do is actually just simplify all of my campaign structures. So what we do is we have one major CPO that has either like a large amount of spend, right? And in that CPO, it has my best winning audiences, right? Rather than just duplicating multiple times over. That was something that could be done before pre-iOS 14, but with iOS 14.6, what happened was everyone is pushed onto this this tracking thing. So Facebook is losing a lot of information. They do have model data, but it's just honestly the algorithm guessing. So I don't usually do the 3 to 5 times multiplication anymore. It doesn't work that much. Um, yeah, Luke, don't worry. I didn't forget about your question, brother. Um, so yeah, it's not you can't just go ahead and do the things that worked pre iOS 14 in today's world because it just doesn't work anymore, right? Those were hacks and all that kinds of stuff. Right now, what our focuses should be on is improving our overall advertising acumen, how good we are at that, and really trying to improve that up, and yeah, go from there. So yeah, Luke, I hope that helps you. Hope that answers your question. For the rest of you that are in this call, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time next Saturday. Everything will be back to normal, better internet, all that kinds of stuff. So thank you for bearing with me today. But yeah, it was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys next week. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Richard Benson, shout out to you guys, all the boys. And yeah, have a great day, guys. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye for now.